I thought I was crazy for saying December 2022 because it has felt like it's so short, because I guess we've gotten nowhere. So we can't have spent 2023 and now 2024 getting nowhere, can we? Could we? So here we are. I was asked by my doctor's gatekeeper when I contacted her doctor, what do you want? Let's rewind. Why did I go seek a rheumatologist? Because I basically found out on my own that I've got a rheumatologic disorder, a disease that needs a rheumatologist. Why? Because when I went to a pain clinic to get rid of the pain I'd been in for decades, I didn't believe the pain doctor. When she told me I've got osteoarthritis, ordinary wear and tear, I thought no, because I've been worn and torn. It can't be ordinary when it's been there forever. It's not like I've been some crazy athlete. Why would I have been worn and torn for decades? Since childhood? No. So yes, you know that began the long walk to treatment, first to diagnosis. And I found a rheumatologist, and I found 3 rheumatologists. One, as you know, I'll just recap quickly. One, I left because he didn't even tell me what was wrong with me. He sent me for the MRI, injected me with something, he didn't tell me what it was, and he gave me a prescription. He didn't tell me what the prescription was for. He just said, go to the pharmacy. So I had to ask him, what is on my MRI? What is this medication? What did you inject me with? I don't work like that. I don't want to be treated like I'm not privy to what's going into my... I don't deserve to know, rather. I don't deserve to be privy to what is going into my body and what is going on with my body. We weren't gelling at all. He was nice, he was friendly, but we weren't gelling with his, I'll be a doctor, you just be the obedient patient. I'm not in a coma, so I want to think as well and work together with you. And as you know, with the other one, the second rheumatologist, there was an issue with communication. And again, because you don't email the doctor, the middle person is the problem who gets in the way. So that was a breakdown. Here we are now. I found a good doctor. Like, she's a really lovely doctor. When you are with her, she listens to you. You can see the care. But when you're not with her, and it's not like you go every month, or 2 months, or 3 months, or 4 months. So you don't actually get care. You don't see your doctor even though you've got a chronic disease. And it's not like HIV where you go pick up your meds and everything's fine. Maybe you do a CD4 count and then so here we are. When I had my bone scan and sent myself off for help, my CRP, my inflammation, was at 6, 5.5, 6, 6, 6. Everyone keeps saying it's too high. Why is it high? This is all the years before we found out what was wrong with me. And then we began treatment. When I was on Enbrel, the one that failed me because it worked too well, my inflammatory markers went down from 6 to 2.4 at one stage, and then up to 4 at one stage, below 5. But it worked too well. So we said we need to move on to something else. Problem number 1. Doctor saying you could move on to this would be best for you, but it's too expensive for you. Don't guess. If it's the best option, then give us the best option. Don't make us work through what is third best. I don't know what she was thinking. I didn't want to assume, because she apparently knows more or better. I'm not trained as a rheumatologist. I just want to know what's wrong with me and how to fix it so that I can function. So here we are, Cosentyx. As I reported, I did my own blood test on my own because I feel so sick and it was bad. Let's rewind to September when I said to the doctor, "Doctor, I am not well. What can we do?" That's all I asked. What can we do? The admin said, "Well, you've been only on Cosentyx for 3-4 months, so can you wait another month at least? And before we change," I said, not that I said I want to go off Cosentyx. That's the thing. I never said this biologic is failing. I just said, what can we do, because I'm in too much pain. The admin said in September, give it 10 days. if you don't feel better, then you'll come in for an IV of Solumedrol, or however you pronounce it. And I thought to myself, it took me a long time to come and say I'm not well. Surely you should help someone immediately. But then I tried to grit my teeth. Guys, I tried to grit my teeth through the pain. I can't any longer. And so I sent myself for the blood test in November, end of November. And the nurse picked it up, as I said last week. And she said she phoned, and this is the worst part for me, where I just feel so bereft. December has so many connotations. December for me, before things went bad in my family, before I stopped being the, towing the line. December was family time. December was time with my dad, who loved me so much. It was even my dad who, I told you he was my mom, the baker, the one who discussed my first period with me. And in these later December years, I'd be thinking, I wish my dad would accept my lifestyle, stop yelling at us, so we could be with him in December like I always dreamed we would be. But now he's gone, so even that hope is gone. My dad is dead, and December is family time. December is when you're meant to feel loved. December is when you're meant to feel cared for, when you're meant to receive love. That's all we ever received in December. We didn't have gifts. We were black, we were poor, but we all met together with our extended families. Everyone knows this. Well, not everyone knows this, but most of us did. And we were all one big happy family. But I am the matriarch of my one big happy family, and I am sick. I'm tired, and I'm not held. I'm not heard. I'm not loved. I have to give the love. I'm not receiving it. I miss my dad. I miss him saying, I'm praying for you. A friend of mine got a job, and he'd been saying to me, has she got a job yet? Tell her I'm praying for her. I can't tell him that she got the job. Oh, I'm rambling. I just miss my dad. I miss being loved. I miss being cared for. I miss being nurtured. I miss him holding me when I was sick as a child, of course. I just miss being mothered. So I tell the nurse phoned, as you know, and said, you need to tell the doctor, or you should email the doctor and say this is not working because your numbers are high. Your numbers are high. We can't run away from that. It's in my results from the beginning of time since 2011. I've been solidly 6, 5.5, 10 when I was sick, 2.4, 4 as I said before on Inbrel. Here we are now at 11.2. The bloods are speaking out the truth that I'm feeling. I'm getting worse. And I was already wishing to die in December 22 when I finally went for the last time to find help. Here I am in December 2024, and when I reach out for help to the rheumatologist, her bodyguard has the nerve to ask me, what do you want? So I emailed and I said, I've been feeling terrible, so I sent myself to a blood test because I'm really feeling really bad. And the nurse then phoned before I'd even seen my results and said ABC. So I am coming to you because I did the blood test because I'm so bad. And now the nurse has suggested it as well. So she's confirmed my, not even gut feeling, my whole broken body. What can we do? That's really my question. What can we do now? What can we do about the pain? Is there anything we can do to reduce the pain? I told them I'm in pain. That's why I went for the blood test. What did the admin tell me? Wait 10 days and then come for Solumedrol. Why? I've been waiting since September. Why am I always told to wait 10 days? I don't understand it, guys. I really don't. And I've now waited longer than a month since I was told to wait a month from when I said, this is not helping. This is not working. I guess here's my wish. I wish that rheumatologists could tell us what to expect. I wish they could tell us what not to expect. I wish they could warn us that while on treatment, our bodies and our bloods will tell the same story. Things are getting worse. Things are getting worse. I wish we would not expect that we would ever be normal. I wish we wouldn't expect that we would be able to have less pain than we began with 2 years plus ago. That's all I wish for Christmas. I don't believe in Christmas. So that's where we are, folk. I'm being asked by an office manager what I want, when I just want answers. I want to understand what's the plan. I can't wait till March. Do you know how far away March is? When every moment and every minute of every day is so painful that when you take a walk, this Thursday I couldn't take a walk. I ended up like this, literally bent down on the pavement, breathless and in pain. I didn't feel like I could move another step. Surely on a biologic that should not be the case. Surely. Am I expecting too much? I know I'm not, because other patients are not where I am, unless the biologic is not working. I don't know. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going with this video, except to say, wow, I miss my dad. I miss being heard. I miss being loved. I wish I had a rheumatology practice where I knew what's going on, and where I didn't feel like I am in the wrong for asking for help, which I'm willing to pay for, which I'm expecting to pay for. Happy holidays. Okay, on a positive note, I came in from doing the grocery, right? I couldn't do the heavy things, the milks and all, and my nerve is really bad, so pushing the pram, that ulnar nerve that I told you about a while ago, it was awake and screaming. So I had already agreed with the children that when I get back, they will go to the shops for me and get the milks, the heavy things, the milk and anything else that I couldn't get because I couldn't finish the shopping. So they went. I went in to bring the laundry, and as I went to my second round of bringing in the laundry, the basket, I was hanging the laundry, they came back, and my little girl, who doesn't talk, was making her usual noises. She was happy and jumping about, and I thought, I wonder what it's like for strangers to hear her, because that's not, you don't normally hear anyone making that kind of noise. Adult, baby, it's not the norm. I don't think I've actually heard any child in all my 44 years making her noises ever, in any shopping trip, any garden, anywhere. So my daughter, my teenager, as if she's answering me, she says, wow, Mom, today was the best shopping trip ever. Everybody was just drawn to my girl and her noise, and I'm not saying everything, I'm rephrasing. Everyone was just drawn to the girl and my noise, especially elderly people. I have a special place in my heart for the elderly. So that meant a lot, that they just loved her. They just loved her bubbliness, her happiness. And the cashiers loved both girls, the twins, and they just had fun talking, and my girl just sparkles with attention. Most children do anyway, but Nene loves attention. So she sparkled, she spoke, she answered, she loved all the aunties. It's like they were all sent to her, and to top it all off, my son, my sweet boy. I'll begin with yesterday. I said to him, Mikaya, please go ask Bukosi to brush Rio's teeth. Simple. I said it slowly. He said, okay. Ran off. No interruption. No one else spoke to him. Then I thought to myself, will he remember? Will he remember? Sometimes he comes back and says, what did you say again? Or my oldest son will come back and say something like, Mom, Mickey said you said we should wash the car. Is that true? And I'll say, no, I said you should put your clothes into the washing machine. I never said anything about a car. So that's how it is. My son comes back, either he knows he's forgotten what he was meant to say. He's medicated, by the way. Or the message will be so garbled or not make sense enough for them to come and say, did you really say he must say this? So I expected that, but I heard nothing. For a minute, no, for half a moment, I thought, maybe the message got through this time. Then I said, he should be able to remember that, shouldn't he? I went to check, and no, he had forgotten he even had a message. So I looked at him, and I laughed, and I laughed. And he said, what are you laughing at? And I said to him, my boy, I love you so much. You are too cute. I love you so much. But you forgot. I'm laughing that you forgot. And he says, oh, that's just the way it is. Like he's saying, love me, take it or leave it. Take me or leave me. This is who I am. I have ADHD. Deal with it. You must deal with it. That's just the way it is. He made me laugh even more. I just in that moment, I wished that every child, whether they have ADHD or not, and adult, could feel accepted and loved for who they are, warts and all, instead of feeling pressure to be what they're not, and feeling shame for not being able to be what others expect them to be. I just felt peace and bliss that he could feel fine with the extra work that he caused me, because normally we expect that at age 5 onwards the children will do they will remember, they will be able to do things, and we will rest a bit. But that's him and his sister. Honestly, that's his sister as well. So he's at the shops, and one cashier asks them, don't you guys miss being at school, seeing as it's a weekend now and you're at home? And they're like, well, we're homeschooled, so there's really no difference. And then the cashier said, wow, your mother teaches you at home type thing? You must be cleverer than I am, saying it to my dear 9-year-old boy. My 9-year-old thought and said, yes, I am cleverer than you. They will speak their truth. I don't think it's usually their truth, but he spoke his truth. Yes, he is. No shame. And I just love him I love that. I love the confidence, the boldness, the innocence. The innocence. May your December be filled with love, being held. May the sad memories, they can't go away, can they? May those we miss, I hope, God will wipe away our tears, won't he? God will wipe away our tears. Here's to hoping for a better year ahead. I know it's very far from January, so I won't start talking about the year ahead. But this is it, folk. December. No different to December 2022, except worse.